I've been asked recently a lot about how to stop negative thoughts, as many have said to me that it feels like these negative thoughts are completely spiraling out of control, where they can't function from day to day. Now, last week I shared my first tip on eliminating the word should and the impact it can have negatively on your subconsciousness. If you missed it, don't worry, catch up on my YouTube video channel, but I will also have it attached to this video down below. Let's get started on this week's weekly insight to mental health and well-being, part 2 on how to stop negative thoughts spiraling out of control and how you can take control of those thoughts. Here today we look at recognizing other patterns of automatic negative thinking. Now, before I begin, if you find this video or my other videos of value, please do comment, like and share so that you can also keep up to date with my current videos and of course my past videos. Thank you for taking the time to watch them. Right, let's get on with it. Let's begin. How can you begin to shift these thoughts so you can change a habit to become a really powerful mental tool? Try recognizing other patterns of automatic negative thinking. Behind these should statements, there may be a form of cognitive distortion known as automatic negative thoughts, ANTs. ANTs are your first thought when you have a strong feeling or reaction to something, like a reflex rather than free thinking. They're persistent and learned, often repeating pattern themes such as danger or fear. It is common in anxiety and depressive thinking. For people with anxiety, ANTs make these themes the showrunner of your mind, turning your thoughts into paralyzing panic attacks. Now, however, recognizing ANTs isn't always easy. After all, you may have had them your entire life. So identify and tackle your ANTs by keeping a thought record, so tracking this. Using hands-on cognitive behavioral therapy is great, CBT, because you can do this by breaking down a scene into 3 parts: the situation, your mood, the thought or image that automatically springs to your mind. Now, after identifying these, you need to actively change the thought into a more productive, helpful and wiser one. So number 1, what situation is causing your anxiety? Creating a thought record is essentially putting your thoughts to the test. Start by asking yourself who, what, where and when. This will help you to describe what happened while sticking to the facts instead of your feelings. Who were you with? Where were you? What were you doing? What was it? The second is, what's your mood in this situation? Describe your moods in 1 word and then rate that intensity of these moods on a percentage scale that equals to 100 or a scale of 1 to 10. So for instance, if you're handing in a work project, your mood may include being irritated, nervous, guilt, perhaps if it's being handed in late. In this case, it's nervousness, which falls under the category of anxiety and is your predominant mood. You'd rate it around 80% or 8 out of 10. Irritation and guilt would be then fill up the remaining 20%. The percentage does not have to be perfect. Just go with your gut instinct. The main point of rating them is to see how much of your thoughts were influenced by the specific type of mood. So an anxious mood versus a guilty one, for example. Right, number 3, what are automatic thoughts running through your mind? Now, this is the most important step in your thought record. List the thoughts and images that popped into your mind relating to that situation. Try to remember what you were thinking at the time. Automatic thoughts can include things as, I feel so ridiculous or dumb. I'm going to mess this up. Nobody likes me. I'm not good enough. The world is an awful place. I can't cope. I'm going to be ending up alone. Now, If you find yourself caught with ants like these, breaking down the situation into tasks, smaller tasks, may help shift your mindset away from the predominant mood controlling your thought. So for example, evaluate why the situation is causing you to think, I'm going to mess up, or I'm going to mess this up, before you even begin. If it's a work situation, you might ask whether you're afraid because of past projects that have gone wrong. How is this situation different from your past projects? Play out the worst case scenario and see how you feel about it. Break down your emotions and moods to see if your anxiety or your automatic thoughts have any legs to stand on. So the evidence-based. As you dig into the details, you might discover that this work situation is dependent of your past and your future. Identifying your automatic thoughts is the first step in gaining control of your emotions. What are your emotions telling you? Now, how can you change it? If you found this useful, I would really love to hear how you get on. So please do return to this video, comment in the post, comment on my social media, and of course continue to share, follow and like, so that we can also support others in addressing their spiraling of negative thoughts. Again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and remember, you can take control, so take action, be consistent with it. It's a work in progress and a journey for a much more fulfilling life. So continue to follow my video. Next week I will be sharing part 3, which is how you can change your negative thinking. Now, if you would like to find out more how I can work with you and support you in depth, then please do book a free consultation with me at https://calendly.com/Zinat Noorani. I'm Zinat Noorani, mental health and well-being coach and therapist, founder and owner of Vida de la Mariposa, which means life of a butterfly. I empower you to live the life that you desire by supporting you and helping you find and forge your path through the darkest of times so that you can shine your light.